Now, in the last few minutes, rapper turned MP Bobi Wine has been released from the government hospital and is now believed to be heading to the airport, so he can be flown out for treatment. Now, the pop star and 32 opposition politicians were charged with treason last week following the alleged stoning of President Yoweri Museveni's convoy. A judge later granted them bail. Well, let's go now straight to Owino Ofono, who is the government spokesperson. He joins us now from Kampala. Why was this decision to stop him at the airport last night made in the first place?
Thank you, Sophie. On 23rd of this month, the Directorate of Public Prosecution received a letter from the President of Uganda Law Society demanding a report on the reported torture of the Member of Parliament or Members of Parliament, Bobi Wine as you call him, but the official name is Robert Kyagulanyi, and his colleague Francis Zake. Upon the receipt of that letter from the President of the Uganda Law Society, the Director of Public Prosecution wrote to the Uganda Police demanding a report of medical examination. Consequently, yesterday when Bobi Wine was attempting to get out of Uganda, police intercepted him and prevented him and asked him to go to a medical facility because according to our regulation, according to our laws, the police can only use the government medical facilities, and consequently was referred to Mulago National Referral Hospital, where he has been since last night until about a few minutes ago. And he has undergone that medical test, and therefore now the report should be ready or will be ready by tomorrow to ascertain if indeed during his arrest he was tortured, the extent to that torture, indeed who tortured him, and then investigation should commence to see if we can get to the perpetrators and bring them to book. Now, that was the main reason in the case of Bobi Wine why he was intercepted.
Mr. Opondo, is it really government business to decide which doctor they should be seeing, really? Anyone should be seeing in Uganda, really?
According to our laws, if the police is going to present a credible report in a court of law, it is the government medical facility, not any other. And I don't know what happens in other parts, in other countries.
But was it really necessary to use violence to stop him from leaving the country? Because that's what a lot of Ugandans are asking. Why the violence? Why forcefully do that?
I'm not aware that there was violence. Yes, police did intercept him. There was no violence. And we hope that an MP should be able to cooperate with the police. When the police intercepts you, for whatever reason, you should be able to comply with the police direction.
So do we know now where Bobi Wine is headed? Do you have information on that?
Well, he has been released from the hospital in the theater of Kampala. He's on his way back home. Whatever he does after leaving or after reaching his home is entirely his business, whether he remains in the country or he goes abroad for medical treatment, as he says, or he goes for other businesses. It is entirely his decision.
All right. Ofono Opondo, Ugandan government spokesman, thanks for taking time to talk to us on the program. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, let's now take a quick look at other stories making the headlines across Africa and the rest of the world. In Myanmar, rescuers are continuing their efforts to reach thousands of people stranded after a dam overflowed, sending a torrent of water across farmland and villages. There are no reports of any casualties, but state media said more than 63,000 people were affected after the Swar Chaung Dam overflowed on Wednesday. Now, Muslim marriages in South Africa are set to be formally recognized for the first time. It's after a case at the High Court ruled the government has a 2-year time limit to change the law. Campaigners argued women's rights in the current law are being violated. Now, an exhibition of wrecked vehicles has gone on display in the main square of Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. Local insurance companies provided the vehicles. Ethiopia's transport ministry says that 4,500 people are killed on the country's roads every year, and more than 12,000 are injured because of traffic accidents.